position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Garrison. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Broncos offense will get the first crack at it here. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Garrison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grab behind the line, it's Tatum. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rush is on him. Pass rush. Coming out to the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 45. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To the air on 1st down. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run play action. All kinds finds a room to throw that one in there. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Hand off to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Trying to bully their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Off play action. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hauls it in. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And listen, my job is to get into my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Garrison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He leaves it with the back. Oh, what a move to get open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. It's caught, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Broncos! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Makes the quick grab. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Broncos will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll open this third quarter with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Peppers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Garrison. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to sneak it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. This crowd knows when to bring it. Handoff to Jones. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The One thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Brought down after a nice game. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
That's caught. It's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his man. It's Jones. Quick spin on the ride. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Power football with the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, you got to get that fixed.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. Still on his feet. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Trying play action. He wants it all. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Kick is in the air. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On the run, it's Peppers. Makes him talk to the hand.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be